Welcome back to Ingenious Accounts World. Today we are starting a new lesson. Depreciation. What is depreciation? It is a term related to fixed assets. Then what are fixed assets? Fixed assets are the assets which are used in business for more than one accounting year. The assets like building, machinery, furniture, etc. are fixed assets. We can use such assets for many years. And the value of fixed assets will gradually decrease. We have purchased a motor vehicle in the beginning of an accounting period. We cannot sell it after 1 year at the same price for which we have purchased it. That means the fixed assets tend to reduce their value once they are put to use. Such a reduction or decrease in the value of fixed assets are called depreciation. Then depreciation is the continuous and permanent decrease in the book value of fixed assets due to use, lapse of time, etc. It is a continuous and permanent decrease in the book value of fixed assets. Okay. Now, the features of depreciation. It is a decline in the book value of fixed assets, or it is a decrease in the book value of fixed assets. And it includes the loss of value due to passage of time, usage or obsolescence, etc. That means some of the reasons for the depreciation are passage of time, usage, wear and tear, obsolescence, etc. Obsolescence means the asset becomes outdated and reduced its value. Okay. Now, it's a continuing process. It's a continuous process. It will happen continuously. And it is an expired cost, and hence must be deducted before calculating the taxable profit. It is a cost already happened. It is already happened cost. Hence we can deduct it before calculating the taxable profit. And it's a non-cash expense. There is no cash outflow for depreciation. It is writing off of capital expenditure which we have incurred already. Presently, no cash outflow for depreciation. Okay. These are the features of depreciation. Now, factors affecting the amount of depreciation, or the details required to calculate the amount of depreciation. First, we should know the cost of the asset. Cost of the asset includes not only the purchase price, it also includes all the costs which are required to put that asset into a usable condition. Then, transportation charges for bringing the asset into the business premises, registration charges of the asset, installation charges of the asset, etc. also can be added to the purchase price to calculate the cost price, to calculate the cost of the asset. Then, cost of the asset is equal to purchase price plus costs which are necessary to put the asset in use. Okay. Next one, estimated useful life, not the physical life period. We need the estimated useful life. Means for how many years we can use that asset effectively or economically. An estimation of that life period is also required. Estimated useful life period. And estimated net residual value or net residual value or scrap value. Means after the estimated useful life period, for how much amount we can sell that asset. That amount is known as the net residual value. We have purchased an asset for rupees 1 lakh. We can use it for 5 years. If after 5 years we can sell that asset for rupees 5,000, then that 5,000 is known as net residual value. An estimated net residual value is also required to calculate the amount of depreciation. Next, depreciable cost. Depreciable cost means cost of the asset minus estimated net residual value. Okay. Now we have all the details for calculating the amount of depreciation. Then the next step is the calculation of depreciation. There are different methods for calculating depreciation. The two important methods for calculating depreciation are straight line method and written down value method. First one, straight line method. In this method, depreciation is calculated on the cost of the asset, a fixed percentage on the cost of the asset. The cost of the asset remains same for every year. Then depreciation also will be same for all the years. Next method is the written down value method. In this method, depreciation is calculated not on the cost of the asset but on the book value of the asset. Book value will change every year. Then depreciation also will change every year. Okay, these are the two important methods for calculating depreciation, straight line method and written down value method. In straight line method, depreciation is calculated on the cost of the asset, and in written down value method, depreciation is calculated on the book value of the asset. Okay, that's all for today. We can learn more about depreciation in the next video. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, comment and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you.